become my first love. You're live. Awesome. Hello, YouTube. Hello. Hi. How art thou, people of YouTube? Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a little bit since I've been on here again, but I have a plan. I have a goal. I want to be on here frequently, ideally every day. Should I just claim it? Should I say it? It's a big commitment, but yeah, every day. Let's do it for the rest of the month, and then we're gonna go from there. Because number one, I just want to put this information out into the world, the people that I know need it or could benefit from it or just really struggling right now and could get something from it and turn their life around and be better because of it. And two, because obviously your girl wants to grow her channel. I mean, you know, that's life too. And I have a new goal. My next goal is to get 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. I would so appreciate if you are someone new or not already subscribed, if you wanted to help me out with that goal and you pressed the subscribe button and just stuck around, became a part of this community that I am claiming that I'm going to foster for women and just the fitness industry, and just learning more self-love and incorporating my Christian faith and just different random fashion, makeup, just anything that I feel like it's just fun for being a girl, and also other random stuff. Like, I don't know, I'm also very outdoorsy and like stuff like that too. So just all kinds of things. So hello, welcome, whoever you are, say hello, drop your name down in the comments. Just giving a little intro to my goals and just kind of what I want to talk about for the next few weeks, few months, few years. Who knows where God will take this channel, but I'm excited and I definitely feel like I'm meant to be here right now. Oh my gosh, Kurt Benning, hello. It's been so long. What's up, dude? What is up? What's new with you? What you been up to? So excited to have you. Invite your friends. Tell them to subscribe to my channel and to just come over and hang out with us, because, you know, the more, the merrier. But anyway, so basically I wrote in the title, but I'm going to be talking about just something like super simple, but also huge for a lot of people, is this idea of self-image, struggling with it, especially, I feel men do too, obviously, but especially for women. I work with a majority of women, and I think every single one of them has had some sort of insecurity or some sort of thing that they just really battled in their life when it pertained to their image and just like the way they viewed their body and different things like that. And obviously that's not an ideal way to live. I don't believe God would want us to just hate the way that we look and feel uncomfortable in our own skin and all those things. And I mean, it'll probably be a work in progress for the rest of our lives, but you know, I think there's things that we can do or just practice to help us and make us better. So I'm gonna kind of go over that of what inspired this thought, and then just kind of some practical things at least I like to do when I'm maybe just having a weird day where I'm kind of in a funk about myself, and maybe I'm just feeling kind of chubs or like something, and just kind of how I like to get myself out of it to hopefully help you if you're ever in that same kind of cycle. So basically it all kind of started from, this was a few weeks ago now, but I was at Taco John's and there's this worker girl there, and I could just tell she's like the sweetest person ever and just the kindest freaking soul. Like, I just love her already. And yeah, amazing. But she had made a comment about my shorts and just like how she thought they were super cute, but she just felt like she couldn't wear them on her body, and just because she didn't feel good about her body, she felt like she was a little more overweight. And I don't know, I just like, I feel like hearing that comment and like almost feeling the pain of like liking something, thinking it's cute, but thinking like you're not good enough to put that on your body and feel like comfortable and like confident in it. Like, I don't know, just kind of like stuff like that breaks my soul. Like, I just hate it. I don't want anyone to ever have to feel like that. And so I just gave her a little pep talk after that. But I don't know, it just made me think. I'm like, I'll hear it all the time. Like, girls will be like, I don't want to wear tank tops, like, especially tank tops, because they'll talk about their flabby arms or like crop tops or like, no, everyone will see my pooch, or just like whatever body part they're feeling not the greatest about. And I mean, you don't have to do anything you don't want to, obviously, but like, I feel like you can feel better and you can do those little things to just kind of practice help making yourself feel better. So some things that I have done throughout the years, and some things more recently even, is specifically practicing affirmations. So let's say I have a specific thing that I'm kind of struggling with and that I don't feel 100% about. I guess we're talking about like self-image, so this topic about something on my body or something, I don't know, just in my image. I'll essentially write the opposite of that, or like write really encouraging statements to just kind of get over that negative tape loop. Like, sometimes I think the way we perceive ourselves is so different than what the world perceives. And like, I'll hear it all the time. Like, people would be like, oh, I feel so like, I hate my hair, or I hate my legs, or I hate this personality trait or something. And it's like, how? Good evening. What's up, TSP? But like, how could you even think that? And it's like, that person is sitting there thinking all this negative, terrible things about themselves. Yay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Love and shared, yeah. But yeah, and then the people around them, it's like they don't even view them like that. Like, they're just like, what? Like, I've had that happen where some girl like hated something on her body or her personality trait, and I was like, how? Like, I literally think you're so pretty, or you're so nice or funny or something. But I think we all do that, like, fairly often, or at some point in our lives, where we just like get super down on ourselves about something specific, and then we make that belief into fact when there was no validity to it in the first place. And so what I have done to essentially combat that is be like, trying to think of something specific, I guess. I have like affirmations too, but okay, one of mine is actually, I like to talk out loud, because honestly, I'm a super introverted, reserved person. So I would rather listen. Like, I would rather observe. Like, I'm an observer. So one of the things I tell myself is that I love talking, which maybe sounds so stupid and weird, but like, that's just something, like, I don't necessarily feel like I struggle with it, but it takes a lot of energy for me. And so I'll kind of like try to retrain my body to be like, no, like, this gives you energy, like, this is fun or whatever. But it could be something like, obviously with the body topic, like, let's use the arm example. Like, let's say you haven't liked your arms and you think they're super flabby or whatever. You could be like, I have strong, toned, like, thin arms or something like that. And it's just like, the more you think that and like speak it out loud and tell yourself that, the more you're probably just gonna essentially like manifest that, where maybe you'll get yourself to the gym more, maybe you'll be watching your diet a little bit more. It's kind of like, our thoughts just sort of create our reality. It's so weird how our brain works like that, and how just life works like that. Because the more you tell yourself something, like, you just kind of make it happen without thinking. And so I truly believe switching the script in our brain is so powerful. Like, let's say you're the type of person, because I'll hear this a lot, that just hates working out, like, doesn't want to go to the gym, like, speaking of energy, like, doesn't have energy, like, just would rather go home and sit on the couch after work, things like that. Like, if you start telling yourself, oh my gosh, like, I'm full of energy, like, I just can't wait to go work out, working out is my favorite thing to do every day, I feel so energized during my workout, before, after, just whatever tape loop you want to come up for yourself, like, saying those things over and over again, I promise you, like, that will become your dominant belief. Like, even if you have days here and there where you're just like, oh, like, just struggling with it, but then also when you have those days, like, catch yourself, catch your thoughts, and just be like, no, like, I do have energy. I love the gym. The gym is it's my favorite place. One of my favorite places, whatever. Like, I love trying new things at the gym. Like, I'm so strong. Like, my endurance is increasing every single day. My strength is increasing every single day. Just say those things to yourself until they become your reality. And so that is truly one of the biggest hacks to the game, so to say. But on just kind of another tip with that, I also think the second biggest thing that comes with just getting over our negative mindset about our image potentially is really learning how to love ourselves. And it sounds kind of corny, but it's true. It's just like, if you're telling yourself like you're ugly, you're stupid, you're fat, like you're never gonna, whatever thing you're thinking, like, that is that benefiting anything? Like, does that help you? Does that help anyone around you? And I understand sometimes when people get in like funks, like I have definitely gotten in funks before too, where like I know they're lies from the devil just like in my brain to make me think certain things about myself or feel certain things about myself that I wouldn't normally feel. But I don't know. So I'm just saying, I understand, like, sometimes things just happen. You kind of just get yourself in a funk, and that's kind of like the main things you're thinking about. But if you just kind of also like switch the script with that and be like, no, like, I like love myself, like I love this about me, I love that about, like, you could literally just go and like write down everything that you love about yourself, like all the qualities, all the physical traits, everything like that. And once you've kind of like mastered that, again, it starts to become like what you really believe. And this thought just came to me. I feel like I'm supposed to share it too. So this is actually something, I feel like it's been a thing for a while now, but I just kind of like had the brain epiphany with probably like 6 months ago when I started kind of more of my healing journey, is the concept of the inner child inside of you. And I was actually doing like this kind of like meditation thing, and they were essentially talking about like, picture yourself in a younger state. So let's say at like 5 years old. So like little girl, little boy, whoever you are, like picture that person. Like, what were they like? Like, you know, like personality traits, like what did they like to do, whatever. And then it's almost like going back and like parenting that little girl or that little boy, and maybe you kind of had a rough childhood, or maybe you were bullied at school, or maybe you just had a hard time in like athletics or different things like that. And you kind of develop these beliefs because of that. And just like, how would you treat that child? Like, if you can picture that kid and just like saw that kid on the street somewhere, like saw the kid out at like Target or at a restaurant or something, would you say or do the things to that kid that you do to yourself? Probably not, hopefully not. And I don't know, I just like thought about that one day, because I just was like, little me was just like so sweet and so kind and just like loved everyone, like wanted all the good things for everyone. And like some of the things that like little me saw and little me had to just live through and different things like that. Like, how would I want to help that little girl? How would I want to speak to that little girl? How would I want to encourage that little girl? And just different things like that. And I feel like it truly has helped me just view things differently. And when I'm kind of struggling with something with image or in my personality or just the way I perceive myself, I will think of that, and I'll just be like, I would like love that girl. Like I love that girl. I love this girl too. But I don't know, there's just something about that I feel like is really powerful. And it's from that stance of like really starting to love yourself that you're ultimately just going to feel better about everything in return. Like, when you love yourself, like the thought of me now, like obviously I feel like we'll all have certain insecurities and things we probably kind of deal with from time to time, but like overall, like I really feel like I love myself. Like, I don't want to be anyone else. Like, I like me. I want to be me. And because of that, like, I want to take care of my body. Like, that's me loving me. And so I will prioritize getting workouts in throughout the week. I will prioritize eating healthy about 80% of the time. I will try to just cut back on things that aren't healthy for me. I will abstain from substances that are harmful, like not gonna do hard drugs or like cigarettes or like alcohol. I'll keep to a minimum or take breaks from sometimes, or just things like that. It's like, what is really loving yourself? And when you start to like really do care for yourself, you just kind of naturally want to do those things for you. And I truly believe that that's one of the biggest hacks to getting the success that you want in your life, in your fitness journey, and the way that you perceive yourself, whether it's image or something internally. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of all I have for the topic. But I think that it can be extremely useful and the best way to go about it when you're trying to improve your image. So I hope this helped. I hope something spoke to you or something stood out to you, and you can take it and apply it to your life. And if there's a certain area that you've been struggling in or feeling kind of icky about, I hope that you can take something that I said and just go with it and practice it and start to feel better. So speaking of that, I would love to know what stood out to you the most. Like, what is something that you're gonna practice in your own time, or what's something that you wanna practice being better at, and different things like that. Like, let me know in the comments. I would love to know and just hear from you too, like I said. And yes, thank you so much, Kurt. I appreciate your comment. And yeah, nice to see you on my YouTube too. But yeah, I will be back really soon, probably tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a really good night. I will talk to you later.